Thank you for coming. Hello, I'm Deanna. It's a pleasure to meet you guys today. Please, if you have not already said hello, please do so in the chat. Let me know where you're from, what languages you speak, and really why you're here. Because I'm here to tell you a little bit about myself and give you some tips for improving your English and joining us at the end of the month if you'd like to practice your conversation and network with other people who are sustainability supporters and sustainability professionals. We would love to have you. So, without further ado, you should see the PowerPoint here. Yes, good. Hi, Mariana. I'm really glad to have y'all here. I'm so sorry for this issue. Yay! Okay, I think you finally see what I see. Again, welcome. Thank you for coming. Please engage with me while you're here. It would help immensely to know what has brought you here. So let me get started with, I promised that I'd bring this up today. Part of my courses is staying up to date with current events, and I think this is super important, probably for you guys as well. This vote that is taking place in the European Parliament on nature restoration law. If you know about this already, please give us some insight. If you guys are not here to participate, I'm not here to teach you a lesson, so really this was just an introduction. But today I want to let you know what the plan is. If you've read the description, you've already seen. You will learn how you can start improving your English speaking skills today. How? By building your vocabulary, learning to correct your own mistakes, keep track of your progress, and actively engage in your language learning. I also promised sharing some resources for sustainability vocabulary, pronunciation, and intonation, useful phrases for presentations and meetings, and how to articulate some more complex ideas. When using this jargon, it's incredibly important that you are able to be clear. So we're going to start with those resources for essential vocabulary, pronunciation and intonation, and clear concept sharing. So first, I want to know why you guys are even here. I see we have 5 people here. Excuse me on names, Afua. Thank you for coming. Thank you for saying hello. I want to know why you're here. Are you here to learn English? Because I am an English specialist. This is my area of expertise. So maybe you want to improve your vocabulary, your grammar. Maybe you want to build your conversation skills, or you're taking classes now and want a better understanding of technical terms and that jargon that we use as sustainability supporters. Maybe you're here for this second reason, to build your confidence, to start building good habits. Maybe you want to manage your time better or have more confidence when you're talking and when you're engaging with others in your everyday life, in work, and to grow sustainably using your English language skills. Maybe you're becoming a part of a community. This is your interest. If you are here for this third reason, to become a part of our community, welcome. Thank you for supporting Open Shores English and your role in the sustainability sector. This right now is partly why I'm here, because I want to be a part of the community of people who are driving change globally. So I thank you for being here and allowing me to do that. Again, please let me know, you guys, if you're here for English, if you're here for building confidence or good habits, or if you're just here to be a part of the community. If you can just let me know in the chats, 1, 2, or a 3. 1, 2, or 3. Are you here for learning English, for building your confidence, or to be a part of our community. I assume you're here for one of these reasons. You want to learn English, you want to build your confidence, or you want to be a part of a community. So this was the resource I promised, 55 Mispronounced Words Guide from this past weekend. I just renewed this guide based on interactions within the last couple of weeks. It's not necessarily the pronunciation that always makes it difficult to understand someone. Sometimes they're pronouncing the words very clearly, but it's the intonation, the stress on the words that makes understanding someone a little difficult. So if you are interested in this guide, it's free. I would love to know what you think about it, if you found it useful. And as for articulating your ideas better, I want to invite you to our free conversation sessions at the end of the month. Granted, they are not necessarily for English language learning, but you can practice there, and I am more than happy to answer any questions that you guys have. So, like I said, this is mostly for giving tips to people who do want to build their confidence and do want to build their speaking skills. So, first tip here, learn how to speak simply. Don't overcomplicate your style if you're not first confident in being able simply to communicate, to be able to convey your ideas. And that's why I recommend learn how to explain complex sustainability concepts to a child. This is kind of how I started out with my interest, was explaining some very big and far away topics to children. I'll get into that a little later, but misunderstandings are a part of your communication. In everyday conversation, maybe people don't necessarily have the same expertise as you, but you shouldn't speak in a way that is confusing. And if I am being confusing, please tell me. Please ask for clarification. I do try to speak slowly so that you guys understand and can follow, but let me know if I'm going too fast. And this is a recommendation I make to you as well. Speak slowly. People are willing to give you more time when they understand that what you're trying to say does have value. Here are the useful phrases that I promised, and these are just to say how you didn't hear someone. It's okay to say, I didn't get that. I'm sorry. Can you repeat that? Come again? I didn't catch that. Pardon me. Could you repeat the part about da 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 da? Or I followed you until What part didn't you understand? That way people know you're listening and you're trying to engage, but maybe you need clarification. And they might say these same things to you. So that was the first segment already. The resources for essential vocabulary and intonation, useful phrases, here they are, and how to articulate complex sustainability concepts. You are welcome to do in our group conversation session, also free. So, continuing on with improving your English speaking skills today. It's a big promise, and I think we can do it. If you're here and leaving comments, I can't see them, so I'm just going through my spiel. But before we go further, I want to address some limiting beliefs that a lot of people come with, and they hinder your ability to progress. Maybe you think that you have to pay for several months of classes and you're not ready to, so you don't continue on your journey. Or you think that you can't correct your own mistakes, and so you don't try. Maybe you think you must live in the country where people speak the language to really understand it, and again, this stops you from continuing with your language learning. Or you think you can't track your own progress, and so you can't tell if you're making it. So you don't feel like you're really getting any satisfaction out of putting all of this hard work into your language learning. Or maybe you think that learning a new language is hard and boring and you just don't want to, and maybe you say you want to, but it doesn't really appeal to you because you think it's hard and boring. And I understand that. If you stay until the end, I will bust these myths. And I also have a prize drawing for you. 9 people participated in a poll about their communication skills and presentation giving skills as sustainability professionals. So we will do the prize drawing at the end. Please let me know if you guys can see this. I hope you can. Checking back. Okay, I'm gonna assume we're okay. Thank you for letting me know, Angie. Sorry about that. Okay, so moving on. Stay until the end. Please turn off your distractions. About me, I am an English language specialist for sustainability professionals. I have taught for 6 years now, children, adults, groups, one-on-one. Like I said, this all started with one of my students requesting a course on the 17 Sustainable Development Goals. And he is young, I think 12 or 13, but really clever, and it made me realize how much there is to unpack in this and how much I enjoy unpacking it with kids and now with adults. So that's a continued project, part of the community of Open Shores English. And if you want to know more, of course, ask questions. But what I studied was not related to English language teaching. I studied political science and international studies and am fascinated by current events. I'm a reader, I'm a writer, I'm a researcher. So I particularly love working with sustainability professionals because they're the kind of people making a big impact and a difference, and I want to be a part of that group in the way that I know how. And I love teaching. I love English language, like I said, reader, writer. But yeah, I think that's how I fit here. I've had people ask me, well, why didn't you go into development? Why didn't you do this? Well, because I love teaching. I love English. And so that's why I'm here to tell you how to improve your speaking skills today, because people ask it a lot. And the truth is there is no fast way to learn a language. Yes, you can quickly learn the basics and start making progress very quickly, but even a person who speaks the language can continue to grow their vocabulary. For example, they can learn 10 new words a day and as a native speaker be learning new words in a year. So learn to love reading. This is my first recommendation. Whatever you find things that are relevant to your work or things that personally resonate with you, and commit to reading every day, out loud. Read out loud. This will get you more confident in hearing your voice, in hearing yourself speaking English. And as you get more comfortable speaking, you'll get more comfortable experimenting. And of course, if you have questions when you're experimenting, please feel free to ask. But use apps that you can set a reminder on your phone to do every day. Make flashcards. Remind yourself of new words. I have with me right now my very long list or journal of words in Spanish that are for me to learn. And you can memorize 7 to 10 new words a day. So if you consciously choose them at the start of the day and try to use them throughout the day and make this a part of your routine, you will quickly make progress and feel that satisfaction of making progress. So again, you can come to our group conversation sessions. They are free. You can join online forums. You can join us in our Facebook group. And you can also learn to correct your own mistakes. That's something that people often tell me they think they can't, or you think you need a tutor or a teacher to do. Not necessarily. Part of reading, it will help you see the grammar that maybe is unfamiliar to you or more complicated. Using learning apps like Duolingo, again, will remind you of grammar points that maybe in the past you thought you had a really good grasp of, but it's always good to remind yourself. Record yourself speaking. This is part of the my love for technology, because we can bring it in to our courses to help the student make progress faster by listening and hearing the mistakes and self-correcting. Of course, with instruction, with help when they're in a course, but yeah, you can learn to correct yourself. And in conversation, when you make a mistake, it's okay to verbally change what you said and say, oh, I messed up. Or don't say you messed up, just correct yourself. But correcting yourself and being conscious of your errors is a good habit to get into. Keep a mistake journal. Remind yourself of the things that are difficult, and just be patient with yourself. It's normal to make mistakes, and it's normal for your first presentation to not go that well. Wow. First time presentation, guys, on LinkedIn, but thank you for bearing with me if this has been disastrous on your end. But participate in things that are available online in English when you have the opportunity. And keep track of your progress. I know you're probably very well aware of the SMART goals, but actually making goals and reaching them and telling yourself, experiencing this, I'm going to do what I said I was going to, now I've done it, pat yourself on the back, will reinforce the habits that help you reach your bigger goal, your longer term goal. So even if there are 3 words that you're struggling with today, in 1 week, if you stop struggling with them because you've put work into it, remind yourself of that bit of progress. Take regular tests. They're all over all over the internet. You can take free tests. You can know where you're standing now. And in 6 months or in 1 month, take a test. See if you've made progress. See where your struggle areas are. Again, use Duolingo. I love Duolingo. Y'all know that. Get feedback. Ask people. Sometimes colleagues will be willing to give you feedback if you're just willing to ask. And again, reflect on your confidence level. Being conscious of this process and knowing where you struggle, even if that's just in confidence alone, it will help you. Lastly, actively engaging in and enjoying your language learning. This is probably the most important tip or suggestion I have for you, is to find some way to enjoy this process. It could take, I won't give you an amount of time. It depends on how much work you're willing to put into it. But especially at the beginning, if you feel like there's a long road ahead of you, you need to feel like it's worth being on the road to wherever you're going, like you're enjoying this process. So find relevant content. Again, I suggest Hidden Brain as a podcast if that's your style. Podcasts are informative but good for building listening skills, and Hidden Brain by NPR is one of my favorites. I always recommend it. I was just in a meeting this week for the UN SDG Learn platform. If you want to take a course, they're free, they're related to sustainability, and yeah, it's engaging, it's fun. Again, if you guys want to join us for discussion, you are welcome to join our group conversation sessions. It's again more for networking, but it's good to practice your English there. And we also have an English for Sustainability Enthusiasts Facebook group if you want to find a partner that might practice speaking with you. Volunteering. If you are already in a country where people speak English, volunteering is a great way to make connections in your local community and also to just practice your English, because people have more time typically when they're volunteering to just engage in conversation. Start a project, even if that's a Facebook group. Start a Facebook group for people in your community who want to practice their English and also have an interest in some sustainability goal or some aspect of sustainability, so you guys have something you can bond over while also practicing your English together. Just remember to enjoy this process. That's huge. It's key. Okay, so final tips. Once you've decided what you really want to work on and what you want to read, decide a time, set an alarm. Every day you know that you have time at this hour. Set an alarm, do something English related right then for just 15 minutes. I promise it will make a huge difference over time. Again, define your goals, short and long term. Try using SMART goals if you're familiar with those. And find a practice buddy, which you can find all over the place. You can find them in Facebook, you can find them on our Facebook, in our Facebook group, you can find them in our conversation sessions at the end of the month. And this video, I will not show you, but it's on YouTube. It's one of many examples of how the conversation sessions go. Depending on who shows up, it is a great way to learn about what is happening in the world, what people are doing to get involved, and what kind of occupations there are to take if you're a student of maybe renewables, or you're a student of environmental engineering. Knowing what kinds of options are out there when professionals come from around the world who relate to this topic. Sorry, we're not going to watch it now. But if you are interested in expanding your vocabulary quickly and correcting your grammar quickly and making a habit, which they say takes 3 weeks, making a habit of language learning, I do want to show you guys that this 21-day communication challenge I'm offering is available now. It's open. If you want to know about it, I have the links here for both the program and also to just set up a call and ask me about it, because I think if you're a sustainability professional, it will help you immensely with rebuilding your grammar skills or solidifying them, growing your vocabulary, making conversation, being part of our community. There are 3 live group sessions that are part of this 21-day challenge, and I'm giving a bonus for the first 3 who sign up. You cannot sign up yet. You must first request to sign up. But for the first 3 people who sign up, I will give you a half hour of private sessions each week of the 21-day challenge to see how you're doing, correct again those mistakes that maybe you're making, and see how you're feeling about the program. Really am always talking about feedback these days. I don't know if y'all saw that yesterday, but feedback is immensely helpful, so that's why I offer those 3 bonuses to kind of get an idea of how this program helps you guys. And again, you can check that out. I'm gonna see if who's still here, if you guys are waiting for the wheel of names. The prize drawing, I do have to change what you guys can see, so give me 1 second. If you have questions, please leave them in the chat while I go on Google Chrome. Yay! I guess you guys can tell that I'm very excited when the technology is actually trying to work. I just want you guys to be here so you know I didn't pick a random name. And if the person who wins is not here, that's okay. We're gonna let you know that you won. Okay? Ooh, didn't even tell y'all what the 3 prizes are. I'll let you guys know. Okay, if you're not still stuck on the page. The prize drawing is for either 1, a paper or presentation editing session of 45 minutes. All of these sessions are 45 minutes, guys. A paper presentation editing session, a conversation skills session where I will give you some tips that you can run away with after, and of course you will choose the topic. And then a third option is for teachers. I'm not sure if we have teachers here, but if you want to incorporate sustainability elements into your teaching curriculum, we're going to go over that for 45 minutes. So you have your choice of these. I'm going to go ahead and spin, and we'll see who won. Okay, guys. Yay! Deepaner Kumar Dev. We have spoken a little bit over the last week, so I'm very much looking forward to meeting you. I'll let you know what, well, we'll decide on a time, and you will let me know which of the 3 sessions that you have chosen. So, awesome. Congratulations. Looking forward to it. Going back to LinkedIn to see how you guys are doing. But I see you do know who has won. Deepaner. Back to the presentation. Really, it's time for questions, so I'm gonna get out of the presentation and trying to get my video back, guys. Hi. Hello. Okay, Mariana, I can see that you're here. If you have any questions, I'm more than happy to answer them. I appreciate you guys sticking with me. If there are no questions, then I'm going to let you go. Of course, you're free to go. I'm not keeping you captive. But thank you for participating in the chats. I'm sorry I haven't been very engaging with you guys. Oh, Angie, I see your reasons for to be here are 1 and 3. Awesome. Well, we would love to support you in our community. If you want to continue your English language journey, we can talk more about that. But really, if you just want to come and practice with us, at the end of the month, you can sign up on the website. I'll share that link. But yeah, thank you for coming. It's been a lot of fun. Sorry about the tech issues, guys, but again, thank you, and I will see you soon.